All right. Let's do this. It's time for some solo Dungeons and Dragons. Time to do some gosh darn. Oh, first, apparently I have to use sound alerts. Got a sound alerts thing for this. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. Now it's time to do some solo D&D. Here, as they say, goes nothing. Wait, let's put on some appropriate music here. Beautiful. Okay, so it's time for chapter 3 of our story. We got poor Akir Mildael, Typhus, and Magdara. Hey, what's up, Sonsonia? Thanks for watching. We got 3 characters now. 3 whole beautiful boys. Actually, that's not true. Magdara, our badass fighter with her bow. Typhus, our quick kobold monk. And Akir Mildael, our protagonist, who will now be traveling to the Underdark with his friends to hopefully go and revive his true love and our best PC, Tikrich Levendorf, who was sadly killed by the Vegapygmies, who we'll now have to cross paths with again to get to the Underdark so we can find a revival potion. On top of that, we also got our Queen Skullmuck, who in the last episode killed the previous Orc King Goog, and I think we knocked out his wife, Sif, so I guess she'll be a recurring antagonist. I should change her thing. She's not dead. But Skullmuck took over the kingdom and has tasked us with going into the Underdark to kill a king in the Underdark with the longbow she gave us. But we didn't have any character who could use the longbow, the magical longbow, so we created Magdara, and now we're a party of 3 going down into the Underdark. Hey, what's up, Red? This is gonna be, we'll see how this goes. We had 1 TPK so far, but the Oracle decided to spare Akir. And so far it's been going okay. Now that we got 3 people, we got a little more cushioning in terms of how much of a beating the party can take. And we have a fighter, importantly, somebody who can actually, like, be on the front lines. Anyways, I think it's about time to start. Don't y'all? So let's cut to exactly where we left off. We were in the tavern. We got Tikrich here on Akir's back. We had just fought off the Bajinga brothers, Tom Bajinga and Ted Bajinga. Magdara shot both of them? I don't remember. And then Akir and Typhus were like, hey, you want to join our party to go to the Underdark? Because we kind of need you. And they gave Magdara the bow, the magic bow that we miraculously received, I think, as a gift from the chat. So thank you guys for helping out my struggling PCs. Yeah, we got an oath bow. And if you don't know what an oath bow is, this is a pretty good item. This was like, this might change up the entire thing. Basically, you can target somebody, make an oath against them, and then it gives you 3d6 piercing damage. They're not affected by cover. And, you have advantage on that roll. So we've suddenly gone from, like, dying immediately in every encounter to, maybe, you know, soloing every encounter with Magdara. We'll see. In the meantime, let's dive back into the action. We are now back here at the local inn. Hold on. Let me pull up the names for these places. I forgot that part. It's somewhere in here. I swear. In the meantime, we have to... The next stop on this adventure is going back to the Vegapygmies, and we only have a name for one of them, but they're like a whole community. So if from the chat, maybe, we got a few more Vegapygmy names for these fine fungal folk who massacred our girl Tickrich last time. I am looking for... Loranius. Nice. Simple. Loranius. I can't find it. Well, whatever. We don't have to worry about that because we're going down to the Underdark. Vegemite. Not all of them are that bitter, but we'll name the bitter one Vegemite. Okay. So, Mutitase. Okay. I like it. So, Typhus and Akir. Here is Tickrich on his back. He goes, so, we're going down to the Underdark now. And Megdara, did we decide on a name for... Megdara! Or a voice, excuse me. She was like, so, you want to go down to the Underdark, huh? I haven't been down there in a long time. Check her backstory again. What happened with her? I think... Oh, that's right. She killed her romantic interest because she used to hunt Allosauruses, but she shot them. She's now an alcoholic, so she's drunk. And she goes, I haven't been down there in a long time. But with this bow, she says, looking at the oath bow, which is the first bow she's used in 5 years. She used it to shoot the Werat Tom Bajinga. God damn it. I guess it's time to go down again, she says. And Typhus says, maybe we should help you sober up while we go. Actually, why don't we take a short rest here before we head down? Vodka, says Megdara, who is still drunk. And let's just do roll some hit dice here. So we can heal up before we have to deal with the Vegapygmies again, because they kicked our asses last time. Okay. Full HP for Akir. And Typhus. He also has 2 hit dice. Nice. They're back to full HP. So maybe they sit down at the bar, have a drink. The bartender says, you're really going down to the Underdark, eh? You should know, actually, let's use the Oracle. You should know, Oracle, is everything as expected in the Underdark? Has anything changed? No. Okay. Well, it's unchanged, says Lunan, the bartender. So good luck. Thanks, says Akir. So they sit, maybe they talk for an hour about their lives, what they've been through. Maybe we'll get a little exposition from Megdara, huh? Megdara. So Megdara says, as she looks at the oath bro, she maybe sobers up a little bit at the situation. While Tickrich is lying on the ground there. I haven't shot anything in 5 years. And now we're going to shoot a king with this. I guess it's time for me to finish my last mission, he says. She looks off and thinks about her lost love, who we never name. What's the name of the love she killed with her bow? What's, from the chat? Got a name for a lost love? For Megdara the Gith? He was so special to me. The only one. And now he's gone. Just like the life of that were-rat. Typhus puts his hand on Magdara's shoulder and says, Magdara, you know, we've all loved and lost. But you can use your skills for good now. This king in the Underdark, who we haven't named either, he's not a good man. No monarchs are good. It's time we lay things to an end. Magdara nods and says, okay, you're right. I guess we can. And other than that, they kind of just sit there in silence until Magdara hitches up her stuff. Puts the oath bow on her back. And and Akir says, Lunan, I guess I'll see you when I see ya. Lunan says, good luck down there, Akir. Good luck. Akir, as we all know, left his 7 wives in the Underdark. So, we'll see how that goes. But for now, our adventurers head off to the swamp. Here we go. So there's Garbin, our head Vegapygmy, and we gave some names. Okay, so we got Loranius, and just a little exposition here. Vegemite. The Vegapygmies, they were being protected by a goblin who fought Tikrich and Akir. So they're pretty hostile, I think. But we'll see what the Oracle says once we get there. And actually, let's do a little scene setting. So we got our Vegapygmies here, and Oracle, is everything as expected? Yes, and they are just having dinner. No, they're just chilling, doing their Vegapygmy thing. I don't know, what do Vegapygmies do? They, according to the 5e canon, they're fungus creatures, they live in simple tribal units, they hunt for sustenance, they make mold. Russet molds. Any creature that comes within 5 feet of a russet mold, okay, let's not deal with that. They're putting molds together. And Vegemite, the bitter one, is like, Garbin, why do we do this every day? Making molds. Is there not something more in this life? And Garbin says, silence, Vegemite. You know not what dangers lie outside. Remember the travelers who came here? That's how he talked. Remember the travelers who came here not 2 days ago and killed our goblin protector. They could return at any moment. We must be ready. And it's at this point that our heroes show up. Akir at the front. We got Magdara and Typhus. Maybe Magdara's taken up the back, I think. So Akir approaches, and I don't think they're going to try and sneak past the Vegapygmies at this point. They know what's up. And the Vegapygmies, they're not hostile towards Typhus, at least. We know that much. So let's just do a simple check. Oracle. The Vegapygmies kicked Akir's ass, and Typhus went and rehabilitated them. And they killed Tikrich, who is still dead on Akir's back. Are they immediately hostile to Akir? Yes, and we immediately enter combat? No. Okay, so they're just hostile. So, Akir and Typhus and Magdara and Tikrich Levendorf enter the scene. And Garbin and Vegemite immediately scramble. to, and Garvin says, "What do you do here?" And Loranius says, "It's the one who fought and killed our goblin protector." And Garvin says, "Yes, you, Akir Typhus, you would bring back this drow filth to our home." And Megdura's already, like, knocking an arrow. She's probably still a little drunk. And Akir says, "Please, we just seek passage through this land to the portal to the Underdark. We mean no harm, please." And, Oracle, well, let's have Akir do a persuasion check. He is actually good at those. In spite of his voice. He is charismatic. Okay. So let's roll with advantage. Oracle, does Garvin accept this? Yes, and he invites them for dinner. Yes, and they're guests of honor. Yes. Look at that, guys. Sometimes all you need is just to be honest, be forward, and the Vegapygmies will accept you. So the Vegapygmies, let us not forget, killed Tickrich, so this is a bit awkward. But let's play this out. Let's find some appropriate dinner party music. Feast, perhaps? You got a Master of the Feast. Okay, Kevin MacLeod. Let's listen to some Master of the Feast music. So, Garvin says, "You killed our goblin protector, but I suppose we killed the one you loved," acknowledges Garvin. "It would therefore, we have come to a truce. You have taken something from us, and we took something from you. Please come sit for dinner. Typhus is still an honored guest in our homes," the sad hermit. And all the Vegapygmies come out. Let's even add a few more. And they serve mold? Delicious mold. We'll do a con check for, we'll do a con save for each of our characters. Akir. Yes. Okay, Akir. Typhus. Okay, Typhus does not handle it well. And Megdura! Megdura stomachs it. She's already been drinking all day. If she can stomach, like, 20 shots of whiskey, she can stomach a little mold. Typhus, however, our poor kobold friend, is not so lucky. He throws up. And Garvin laughs and goes, "Ah, ho, ho. Typhus was never one much for our feasting, but you, Akir, I see. You enjoy it." And Akir goes, "Yeah. Tell me, why do you seek entrance to the Underdark? Did you not leave it so that you could go and join your... and you could leave it so that you could leave your 7 wives?" Why did we write that in? Akir says, "Yeah, I must return," he says, "for my love, Tickrich. There is a witch there who can revive her." "Is that the reason?" says Megdura. "I thought we were killing a king." It's both," says Akir. And Garvin says, "Ah, yes. Love found and love lost." I think this needs a little spicing up. Why don't we do an intervention check here? New entity. Okay. 1, it's a person. 2, it is a random encounter. 2, random encounter. Okay. Do a 1d10, and let's bring out the appropriate tool here. Random encounter generator. 3 PCs. We are level 2. And we are in a swamp. What did we get? A 4 on the roll. A red cap. Okay. So the feast is going on. And for once, our hero, Akir, is actually getting along well with Vegemite and Mutataze and Loranius and Garbin. And it's at this point that... Oh my god, Slaughter personified? I've never seen this creature before, but jeez. That, we hear crying from the side as maybe this Vegapygmy goes, ah, and is slaughtered. And everybody turns to look at what just happened. And standing there is a red cap, a kind of like gnomish creature with a long scythe and a red hat and a big mustache and terrible pointy teeth. A homicidal fey creature born of bloodlust. Red caps, although small, have formidable strength, which they use to hunt and kill without hesitation or regret. Okay. And Garbin says, "A red cap! Flee!" And all the Vegapygmies immediately start fleeing to the protection of their awakened trees. And Typhus says, "Ah, God, one of these. Well, these things give me the willies." And Akir says, "What is that?" And Typhus says, "A red cap. They kill for fun." And Megdora says, "So did I." Once, as she draws her bow, and you know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's just do a little fun combat here. Fun. This is apparently, according to Don John, a deadly encounter, so we'll see how this goes. Nevertheless, it's time to do some combat. Oh, you're not there. Okay, we didn't roll in Tickrich. No, we did. Okay, Tickrich is dead. Sorry, Tickrich. And let's put on some combat music. Maybe a little intense, but not too intense. I think we can do this. So, Akir's the first up. I don't know how many spell slots I have left. Let's see. Akir steps up and says, "Be gone, foul beast!" He doesn't sound very convincing. Okay, we still have a few. Let's just shoot out a chromatic orb. You know? And miss. It goes right over this creature's head. It has 13 AC. That's not lucky. Maybe this red cap has a name, by the way. Do y'all want to give a name to this creature? I don't think it's intelligent. It's got a 10. Yeah, this is like a sapient guy. He's got a name, even if he seeks only to kill. Akir shoots out a chromatic orb, and it just goes wild. And Typhus goes, "You're useless, Akir. Get back. You're useless, kid. Get out of there." And it's over to Typhus, who rushes forward. Hold on, I'm just rushing chat here. Okay. Typhus rushes forward, and I mean, he's just a mark. I don't really feel good about putting this squishy boy up front, but he's our front liner, and it's all he can do. He takes out his quarterstaff, hits for 10 bludgeoning damage. Okay, and he knows the martial arts. And I think he has at least... How many key points does he have? He has key points... Oh, we have to reference the Monk table. I'm pretty sure it's 2. So, he used 1 during the Were-Rat fight, so let's use another one to do a flurry of blows here. for an unarmed strike. He brings around his tail and slaps him in the face for another 7 damage. That's 17 bludgeoning damage. Nice. You will die next, says the red cap. And Megdara says, not if I have anything to say about it. She draws her oath bow, declares him a target, hits for... Oh my god, that's the oath bow damage. Okay, for 15 damage. Oh no, that was with advantage. Oh my god. Okay, so she just does 12 plus 5 plus 10. 17. She almost kills this thing right on the spot. Just shoots it right in the face. Wow. What a grab. I might have to make these higher level encounters. And she goes, ha! No match for me. You're not even an Allosaurus. And the red cap goes, you will die with me then. The red cap moves up to its speed. Okay. Now he just makes 3 attacks with his wicked sickle. Slashing thrice. Oh god. Okay. He's out for blood, right? Oracle will roll with his advantage. Does he spare Typhus? And just move on to the others? No, and he will kill Typhus right on the spot, because he has 3 attacks. No, and... Okay, wait, that's not making sense. We'll just ignore the second no. Yeah. Okay, well, he slices Typhus once. Typhus goes down as he just whoosh, cuts him across, and Typhus falls to the ground unconscious, and Akir goes, no! And then he strikes again. Typhus automatically fails his death saves. And he does not spare Typhus, as we have established, so... he kills Typhus. God fucking damn it, guys. Fuck. Ah! We're bringing NPCs just as fast as we lose them here. Here on Solo Improv. Okay. So, Akir watches Typhus die right before his eyes. Typhus turns to Akir and goes, Kid, continue on without me. I will die in the forest. And Akir will rush forward, and hopefully he can just kill the red cap on the spot. I don't know, use Shocking Grasp. He hits, and no! The red cap dies, but it's too late, as Typhus is like dying in Akir's arms. We'll make this dramatic. Fuck. Fuck! God damn it. Typhus goes, Kid, you'll never be able to get 2 revivals. Revive Tickrich. I'm not worth it, he says. You're worth it, Typhus. Listen to me. Listen to me, he says. You gotta... I was destined to die here. Here in this... He coughs up blood. The swamp. There's nothing left for me in this world. My siblings all hate me. I passed on my teachings to you. Those teachings are my legacy. Now go on. Go on without me, kid. You can make it without me. I will, he says, and Typhus goes, I don't know, did we have anything in his bio? Oh, he once loved a Kenku, that's right. He looks off in the distance and says her name. Erante. And Akir goes, what? What? What do you mean? And he goes, and he dies. And Akir goes, no! He holds Typhus close as his blood pours out onto Akir's body. Magnora comes up and puts her hand on Akir's shoulder, but can't really say anything else. The Vegapygmies gather round, and after a few moments, they take Typhus's body from Akir and I don't know, cover it in mold, return it to the earth. Not this one. This one's dead. Along with their fallen brethren. And Vegemite says, even I am not too bitter to recognize the loss of a true hero. And, that's the story of Typhus. Fuck, we are bleeding PCs left and right here. But I guess that's D&D. With that, I think Akir and the other one are Akir and Magdara are gonna spend the night. Akir doesn't really have much else to say. He leans up against a tree. The Vegapygmies haven't forgiven our friend. Gather round and, you know, the feast isn't the same after that with the loss of these two. And, the night otherwise passes by, I think. It's safe. Oracle, does the night pass by uneventfully? Yes. There you go. Passes by uneventfully. And, what time is it? Oh, we still got time. Akir and Magdara awaken the next day. Akir's glum. Magdara says, yeah, we gotta just keep going, kid. We don't have another choice. We already got one person that still needs to live. And a king that needs to die. She's not drunk anymore, is she? She's probably going through alcohol withdrawal. She's like, you have a drink? And Akir says, no, I don't. Akir is also going through alcohol withdrawal. As we've established, he is also an alcoholic, so they're both not having a great time. And Oracle, does Garben, you know, they just saved the Vegapygmy village. They were at a truce. I think we're going to roll with advantage here. Does Garben give them a parting gift? Yes, and it's magical? No. And it's just a trinket. Okay. Well, no. Just gives them, I don't know, let's just do, you know what, let's just do a regular loot table roll. We have no use for this gold that we've scavenged from others who have died in the swamp. Please take this. 30 gold. Wow. Okay. And Akira goes, oh, wow. Thanks. And we obtain, hold on. We obtain 30 gold. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Pretty good haul for level 2. We'll take it. Akira was pickpocketed before and was broke, so 30 gold is a pretty good start. How much does Magdara have? She has 10, so 40 gold altogether. Can work with that. And Garben says, you will now travel down to the Underdark, yes? Yes, that's right. Best of luck to you, Akir, Mildiel, and Magdara. It is always strange down there. Here goes. Thanks. They head up north through to the portal to the Underdark, which I haven't really fashioned. I was thinking maybe, yeah, let's just use this classic map. So we're at the portal to the Underdark. And Oracle, is there anything unexpected here at the portal to the Underdark? No, but it's the thing that's expected is an obstacle, like an encounter. Yes, but they can be persuaded to stand down, and we'll get rid of the and or but on this one. No. Okay, so I guess we just gotta fight our way into the Underdark. Great. We're down to PC, and we're already at our next encounter. So we enter the portal to the Underdark, which, I don't know, maybe... Well, we established it's like a big, just Alice in Wonderland hole. Let's see here. What stock images do we have? Perfect. So our heroes enter. They like walk through the woods, and there's the big wall opening, and Akir says, "This is it." Looking over the hole. Back to the Underdark. He gulps, and well, let's just do a random encounter roll, shall we? A 9, and this is... Well, let's put in an Underdark encounter here with a 9. 4 goblins. Okay. Wait. Yes. Okay, 4 goblins. Simple enough. So we got 4 goblins from the chat. If y'all are still there. Can we get some goblin names? These goblins are hostile. They don't let anybody enter unless they've been defeated in combat, as we have established. Much like the other goblins, I guess. Goblins are kind of the bane of this campaign so far. So we got 4 goblins standing here. And they're like... Welcome to the portal to the Underdark. Seeketh ye to enter a hole to the Underdark? Let us pass, says Akir. I am of the Underdark. You may leave the Underdark, Akir, says the lead goblin here. But you know the rules. You may not enter without defeating us in battle. What kind of rules are those? Says Magdara. Let us through. She draws her bow. Yes, exactly, says the goblin. That is exactly what you must do. And Akir shrugs. Oh, he has all of his hit dice back, at least, in his spell slots. It says, that's the rules, Magdara. They don't allow anybody down there who can't fight. Fine then, says Magdara. What do I care about the lives of a few goblins? I'm Magdara, the great hunter. And let's just do some gosh darn classic Dungeons and Dragons goblin fighting, shall we? Let's see. We'll even put on some fun music this time. A little bit of... Yeah. Okay. Megdor is backed up, which means Akira is our front line, and we got 3... Fuck. And we failed the initiative, so... Here goes nothing, guys. Here goes nothing. The campaign might end here. As Goblin rushes forward. I'll run at Megara, I think. Since she is closer here to depend on his friends. Slices at Megara, but she dodges back and will nimble escape back. This goblin, I guess it's 2-on-2. That makes sense. This one will also slice at Megara. This one hits. Ah, she goes as she's sliced along the leg. And this one will stay here to Zona control her. This goblin rushes forward to attack Akir. Come at me, says Akir. Unconvincingly, he slashes his scimitar. And Akir dodges. Nice. Akir goes, take this. And he knows Thunderwave. You know what? He's gonna stand here. This is perfect. He's gonna stand here. What is the cube on this? The 15-foot cube. Okay, if we center it right here, we'll hit all the goblins without hurting Akir or any... Wait. Shit. Okay. I think we'll just go for these two. That's fine. So, we'll Thunder Wave the two in front of us. Take this! He casts Thunder Wave. At level 1. Damn it, it only does 5 damage, but we do have a big Underdark. Oh, okay. So we'll get 2 con saves here from these goblins. This is for the one on the left, which passes. The one in the north also passes. They take 3 damage. Oh, nice try, Akir, they go. Akir goes, shit, I forgot. They're used to these spells. Things are already not looking good for us, guys, as this goblin rushes forward and slices his scimitar at Akir. And that is a hit. And Akir takes 3 damage. Not a lot of damage, but these add up fast. Okay, Megara. What do we got on her sheet? Any special Gith abilities she can use? Knows Action Surge. You know what? She has the Oath Bow, which gives advantage. And, okay, so she'll take an oath on this guy. She points the Oath Bow at him and says, You have been declared an enemy. And she will just mark him as a target of the oath. So she'll have disadvantage because he's within 5 feet, but she'll have advantage because she's just in the Oath Bow against the target. And just standing and right down at him. Shoots straight downwards at this poor goblin with the Oath Bow. And hit, but not crit, as it were. Yeah, this thing is dead. It just goes right through his skull. And the other goblin goes, oh, bye, Maglubiet! And rushes forward to help his friend. Using his scimitar. Ah, fuck. At least Megara has, some bulk to her. Even if she's supposed to be, a ranged attacker. But she does take 10 damage as he cuts through her armor. And she's... gets her along the belly. Megara's not doing great now. This goblin is dead. This goblin will attack Akir again. These goblins are doing a bit better. Slashing with his scimitar. Akir actually dodges. And Akir... I mean... What else do we got? Thunderclap? Within 5 feet? Yeah, let's cast Thunderclap. Because both of these are within 5 feet. This could kill them. Here goes nothing. Nope. They take 2 damage. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll do the con saves. Pass and pass. They take 1 damage each. Damn it, says Akir. My Underdark spells don't work on these finely attuned goblins. These bulky, they must be, bulked up goblins, because they're rocking these con saves. They go with the scimitar attack. Oh my god. This one hits. Akir, who takes another 3 damage. Ah! Goes Akir. And Megdara says, "Stay strong, kid," as she... Hold on, I have to check the text on Oathbow again. Okay. Target of your attack. You can have only once... Okay, I can only choose a new sworn enemy at the next on, so... She'll just take a shot. Oh, thanks for the follow, Merkdizzle. She'll just take a shot. You know what? We'll take the attack of opportunity. She'll back off. Actually, this is kind of risky, but here goes nothing. Attack of opportunity from the goblin. Okay, she feints out of the way, dekes him, pulls out the bow. She takes like a Legolas stance and sets off her oath bow at this fellow. Hits. Nice. We're not adding the oath damage here. 3 damage. Hits him like in the chest. "Insolent one," says the goblin. This is not looking good for our heroes, but doing okay. He rushes forward with a scimitar, slashes, and misses. Okay. We're still doing okay. As long as this guy doesn't crit Akir, I think we can win. I should not have jinxed it there. There goes nothing. Okay, not a crit. That is a hit, but that won't kill. Still, 4 slashing damage. Akir is not looking good as he is sliced across the torso. He's bleeding. He's got 4 HP left. I guess you can't see it because he's not up front. There we go. Yeah, Akir is not looking good. I should have used shield. Well, we still have that for the next hit. Oh, what do y'all think? I mean, I think we're going to have to Thunder Wave. That's the only way out of this. And just hope for the best on this attack. Okay. Here goes nothing. High damage, baby. High damage. Yes! It doesn't matter what they roll. Yes! Hallelujah. Thank you, RNGesus. As Akir goes, he's not... Well, he's supposed to have high charisma. He's like... By the power of the storms! As his voice cracks. He sends down a wave of thunder upon these two. And it doesn't matter what they roll, because... they cry out in pain as a thunder wave courses through them, killing them both instantaneously. "Great work, kid," says Megdara. And Megdara will just turn to this goblin. She'll drop her bow, draw her short sword, and just give him the old... yeah. Give him the old 1-2 slash. And miss. Shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. His archery specialty. This goblin goes, "In vengeance for my friends!" And crit fails. Okay. We're using a fumble table for this one. You know, you gotta use a fumble table. It's improv, baby. With a fumble table, he gets a 13. Loses his combat footing. Enemies have advantage again until the end of his next turn. He falls, like, starts fumbling back and forth, trying to keep his balance. It's too late. Akir rushes forward and says, "I fight for my friends!" And he'll just shock and grasp. Nice. That's a hit for 3 lightning damage, which actually does not kill this guy somehow. And Megdara goes for the finish with advantage on her short sword, so unless we really fuck up here... We miss! Ah! This goblin will continue his assault on Megdara. And miss, I think. Yeah. Oh, she's got an 18? Holy... 3 holies. Akir summons the storm powers again, goes for a shocking grasp. Crits! And like a taser right to the face. He just grabs a hold of this guy. He like shakes in Akir's grasp until he too is dead. And the way to the Underdark is open. And actually, I think it would make sense if these were like kind of summoned goblins, because it wouldn't make sense for them to just die after. So these things just like, poof, and a voice says, "You have passed the trial. You may enter the Underdark." And Akir says, "Do you want to rest before we go down?" And Magdara says, "Yes, yes." And they'll take a short rest. Let's give our boys a short rest. And actually, we are at the halfway point. This is just a 2-hour session. So why don't we enter intermission here? Okay. We're doing a lot better than the last 2 sessions in terms of combat. So I'm feeling a little more confident now. Also, learning to say no when we get to the Oracle. Or no to the ands and buts when we get to the Oracle. Seems to be of the utmost importance, I think. Oops. Put on the good old elevator music, and it'll just take a quick 5 minutes. See y'all back in 5. Got some fresh nectarines today. Good shit. Good shit. don't we add a pole here? I have an idea. Okay, I put up a pole, by the way. Excuse me. My, there's forest fires out west. And I don't know if you can see, but my apartment is probably a little hazy right now, so it's been a bit tough on the throat today. Okay, I think it's about time to dive back into things. Let's do some gosh darn more... Wait. Let's do some gosh darn more solo improvised Dungeons & Dragons. It's time to continue the adventure of Akir, Mildael, and Megdara as they take Tikrich's body to the Underdark to be revived, and also to assassinate a mysterious king down below. Akir's king, perhaps? Also, for those of you viewing, you look top the chat, I put a poll to see if we should advance to level 3 now. I think, in my opinion, I think Akir and Megdara have earned it, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. In the meantime, let's process these, this short rest. We got 2 hit dice on Akir, so let's just see if we can get back to full health. That's a 10. Let's just do it again. 13 out of 14. That ain't bad. And Megdara, I don't think we're gonna get her back to full health. Nope. Megdara, she was cut pretty deep. She's only able to heal 11 HP. Puts her at 18 out of 21. Not bad. Maybe we should have her on the front line. What we really need is a new frontline PC, but we're not at that level yet. I don't think we've earned another PC. We'll see. We'll see. For now, we rejoin our heroes as they stare down this hole that descends back down into the Underdark. Akir's home. I never thought I'd be returning here, says Akir. What's it like down there, says Megdara. It's dark. It's cold. Everybody's kind of an asshole. I wouldn't want to go there willingly, but I guess we don't have a choice. Well, you don't have a choice. I've Got a job, says Magdara. Right, says Akir. So do we just jump in? Yeah! Yeah, we just jump in and fall down right into the Underdark. That's it. Well, okay. They both, steal their wills. And, hold on, can we got any falling sounds or music? Falling. Nope. Falling? Hole? Wholesome. Okay. Well, and they just steal their wits and start falling, tumbling down the hole. Down, 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 down into the Underdark. And at this point, we're going to have to stop and ask the Oracle a few questions about where they're going to end up. So, Oracle, are they landing in an Underdark city? Yes, but abandoned? Yes, but there's hostile stragglers. No. I think we need an intervention. Okay, there's something bad down there. Maybe not necessarily an encounter. But we're landing in the city. But this Underdark city has been recently abandoned. If my understanding is correct, and that is the only thing that matters in this case. So, our heroes fall all the way down until they land in the city. And Akir looks around and he's like, that's strange. There's nobody here. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies already, says Magdara, shouldering her oath bow. I can't make another oath either, Akir. We gotta be careful. Right, says Akir. Well, you've been here before. Where do we go? Well, I mean, this, okay. We established there's a negative entity here, so 1, it's a person. 2, it is an encounter. It's an encounter. Let's roll a 1d10. We're just going from fight to fight here. Oracle wants it to happen, so it happens. Oh, there's only 2 PCs in this case. A Nilbog and another goblin. A Nilbog? Really? A deadly encounter. Right off the bat. Although we established that these guys were, like, negative, but not necessarily jumping into the fight yesterday. So, wait, what is a Nilbog? They got a short bow. They can cast spells, including Confusion and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. As a reaction, the Nilbog can just not take damage and restore 1d6 hit points. Oh my god, okay. So we got a Nilbog and a Goblin. And these are the only people that Akira and Magdara see down here. So maybe we hold on. Let's end. I think the poll's almost over, isn't it? Why don't we end the poll here and see if we can at least level up a little? So we'll end it a minute early, but it looks like the yeses have beat the no's. In which case, as our heroes fall, they also level up. Whew, thanks, guys. We kind of needed that before we, Oh, and they get a magic item. Okay, hold on. Let's do the magic item first so I don't forget. Thank you, Transesk, Yes. We're really gonna need that. E through I, so we're given... Let's give this one to Akir, because Megdora has the other one, unless Akir can't use this one either. 1d5. Okay, we're gonna roll on table... Oh, thank you, Transask. Without y'all giving these rewards, I don't think we would have made it this far. On table F, they're leveling up, and Akir, as he's falling, reaches out at something he sees. You know, like Alice in Wonderland style, we got a bunch of objects floating around. He pulls it towards him, and it just so happens to be a wand of web. Which is actually a really good item. Well, I guess it's high level. But here's a wand of web, just so y'all know. You literally... It has 7 charges, and you can literally just cast web. So... Pretty useful spell. Let's just give that to Akir. And the numbers are in officially. We're also doing a level up, so... While we're here, put on some appropriate music, and do a little leveling up. Rest in peace to our friend Typhus, who is dead. We get an F in the chat for Typhus. Yeah, I agree. I run out of the Abyss for some clients, and the first half of that campaign, no spoilers, I think, you were pursued by a drow priestess with a wand of web who, like, constantly terrorizes you with it if she catches you. Or no, it's a tentacle wand. That also, you know, it's thematically funny. There we go. Okay. Let's do some leveling up. Let's do a little number crunch in here. Or rather, let's have the Character Mancer do it. We are level 3 now. We fought some goblins, we fought a red cap, we made it through, we lost a friend, but those who survived have become stronger. And this is level 3, so this is the big one. Yes, thank you for the F. So this is still hashtag total improv, and we will therefore be rolling for HP. Nice. Okay. Akir has gained meta magic, so this is actually a pretty big decision making. You got a lot to choose from, and I'm not really sure what to choose, because a lot of these are pretty good. Twin Spell is really good. I think we're gonna go with that. When you cast a spell that targets only one creature, you can spend a number of sorcery points equal to the level to target a second creature, which is amazing. That means we can cast Chromatic Orb on, like, 2 creatures for 1 sorcery point. What is Careful Spell? Oh! That's really good with a Storm guy, but let's see what our other options are. We got Transmuted Spell. I think we're sticking with the Thunder theming, so let's not do that. That could be pretty helpful for Akir. Gimmicky Quicken Spell. Or we can bonus action cast. Damn, these... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do a roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Quicken Spell. Okay, I'm happy with that. That is a pretty good perk. Twin Spell and Quicken Spell. I can dig it. Now for the crunchy part, choosing spells. So, we can add 1 new spell to our list, and we can replace 1 spell. I don't know if I want to stick with Chromatic Orb, because it's turned out to not be very useful. Keeps missing, and also Akira always ends up at the front, because we don't have many people. But something like Color Spray... I want, like, you know, something like Thunderclap, but a little more useful or reliable. You know what? Why don't we just give him Magic Missile? What am I doing? Let's give him Magic Missile. And we want a level 2 spell here. There's a lot of options. Shatter's pretty good. Tasha's Mind Whip. That. That's actually pretty useful. Well, we don't want to take a Web. Scorching Ray is pretty good. I think I want to take a utility spell, actually. You know what? Let's take Invisibility. I think that will be fun. That'll be fun to mess around with. And we'll keep Shield and Thunder Wave. Yeah, we gotta go Thunder Wave. That's his theming. He's the Thunder Kid. That's what they call him. That's what I call him. As for Megdara! Let's see here. She's a fighter, so this will take like 2 minutes. Roll for HP. Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, Soul Reliable Magic Missile. She knows Gitsurai Psionics now. Which I think means she gains this cool spell. There we go, yes, and she knows Mage Hand and she knows Shield. Which is pretty good. We should get her something other than a short sword, because I know she has the... Well, whatever. Anyways. There we go. We are now leveled. It is time to dive back into the swing of things. Let's go back to the Underdark. Ooh, here we go. Okay, we rejoin our heroes. They've gotten a bit stronger. And they are now standing, looking around, when suddenly, out of the darkness, approaches hostile, but not necessarily attacking, a goblin and a nilbog. Which Akir, like, these are drow that live in this city. What's a goblin and a nilbog doing here? I wish I knew. Because I got no idea. But this feels very Kefka-esque, so let us put on the appropriate music. Get it? Kefka-esque? Here says, "Who are you?" And Oracle, who are these guys? That's not something we can ask. Oracle, did these guys take over the town? No. Did they enter the town when it was abandoned? Yes. But they're not in charge here. Yes. And they're serving like a chieftain who will be this chapter boss. Yes. Okay. Fair enough. So the Nilbog and the Goblin go, "Welcome to our new city. Yes! We found this city pure and pristine, and now it is controlled by the goblins. And the Nilbogs." There you go. And Akir goes, "What the hell?" Magdara, her Bosteltron, says, "I don't like this." "Come, you must swear fealty to the king. The king of this goblin." So Magdara says, "Is this the king that we're killing?" And Akira says, "No! It's probably like a bugbear. Probably a bugbear. That's the canon now. He's a bugbear." Well then, should we just leave? Are they gonna attack us? "You," says the Nilbog. "You come with us now! Now!" I mean, let's just do an Oracle roll. You know what? Do they agree to go along with them to meet the bugbear? No. But they're gonna fight? No, but they're gonna try and negotiate. Okay, so Akir goes, "Listen, we don't want any harm. We're just passing through. We don't, just let us go. And we don't have to fight. And the Nilbog says, "Unacceptable! You must meet our master, the king of the goblins. The king!" And Akira will make a persuasion check with disadvantage, which, you know, he's still pretty good at. With a 12, okay, we'll just... Oracle. Does the Nilbog accept this? Yes, but he demands collateral. Yes, but we don't have collateral? No. Okay. "Give me that body you carry," says the Nilbog. "When you return, we will return it, just to make sure that you do not make a ruckus in our great city, the Goblin City underneath the hill." And Akir says, "No! Leave Tikrich out of this!" As he, like, you know, pulls her close to his body. And the goblin says, We request collateral, so that you may pass through the city." And Megara, I think Megara is gonna be like, yeah, she'll be like, "Fuck this," and take out her bow, and prepare to shoot, and we're just gonna enter initiative. Now that they're level 3, I think this will be a clean sweep, but we shall see. And Akira's actually first up. I think this is going to be a one-round fight, though. Because remember what we got now. Magic, a missile. So Akir goes, "Get back!" And we have 2 spell slots now. So yeah, he'll just cast Magic Missile. He'll send 2 at the Goblin and 1 at the Nilbog. Goblin dies. So they go right to the Goblin's head. And Akira says, "I'm tired of these fucking goblins!" And the Nilbog goes, "Ha ha ha ho!" As he'll use his reaction to reverse fortune. And when the magic missile goes through him, it heals him instead. What is this strange magic? And, and Megara says, "I don't know, and I don't give a fuck." And she'll just draw her bow, oath bow, and shoot right at the Nilbog and miss. That's great. Okay. Oh, it's not even Megara's turn. Okay, never mind. I take that back. It's the Nilbog's turn. The Nilbog goes, "Insolent fools!" as he sees his friend taken down. And I guess I'll just cast Confusion straight up at these guys. Okay, what's the spell save DC? 12. Wait. Nilbogism. Any creature that attempts damage to the Nilbog must first succeed on a DC 12 Charisma saving throw or be charmed until the end of this creature's turn. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. This is going to be a hard fight. Spell save DC 12. They'll both make wisdom saves here. Akir fails and is confused. Shit. And Megara will make the wisdom save. She makes the save and is not confused. Become confused! Oh, okay, says Akir, and Megara says, "God damn it!" And she'll take a shot now at the Nilbog. Oh, first she needs to make a Charisma saving throw. And she fails. Which means, according to the text here, must use its action to praise the great Nilbog. She just stands still. And Akir goes, "Praise the great Nilbog." Oh god. I might have made a terrible mistake forcing this combat. I did not realize this is what would happen. Thankfully, Akir at least has advantage on saving throws against being charmed, being a drow. Anyways, he is confused, so we'll roll a 1d10. Akira's not dead yet, but this combat against the Nilbog is looking pretty spicy. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. God damn it! Okay, Akira goes, "Praise the great Nilbog!" And he will take out his dagger and crit against the dice do not like our party, my friends. They do not like this party. In spite of everything. I should have had a Cure Cast Web, you know? Well, I don't know if that would have even helped, because this Nilbog is... Anyways, the Nilbog, I guess seeing Megara as incapacitated, will just cast Tash's Hideous Laughter and make a joke. I have a joke for thee! Just random joke generator. The dad joke generator. Useless CNN. 100 funny jokes. Thousands of the best jokes. I just want a dad joke. What's red and smells like blue paints? What? Says Megara. Red paint! No, says Megara, and she makes a wisdom saving throw and fails and bursts into laughter. It's funny because the paint is red, and the red is the paint, and the red paint. Now she's incapacitated. Wait. Oh, Nilbog can't do that because he's still concentrating on confusion. Okay. In that case, he's just gonna stand back and watch them hurt. He'll do Vicious Mockery. Okay, the wisdom save there is 12, not 0. I don't know. You smell, he says to Megara, and she goes, no, I do, and she takes 2 psychic damage and has disadvantage on her next attack. Excuse me for the procedural error there. Okay, it's over to Megara. We'll say, Akira, snap out of it! And she'll make the charisma save. I can't. I need to stop praising the great Nilbog. But she goes, praise great Nilbog. God, they're just gonna hit each other to death. Okay, Akira. We'll see. I think he can also roll at the end of this to see if he snaps out of confusion. Does that work for this? Let's roll. At the end of its turns. Okay, so we'll do a wisdom save at the end of this turn as well. He got a 2, which means Akira doesn't move and doesn't take actions. And at the end of his turn, he makes another wisdom saving throw. And fails. Praise the great Nilbog. They're both standing there just saying that over and over again. I mean, technically Megara isn't charmed, but the great Nilbog casts Vicious Mockery. Megara does a wisdom save. How long are we going to be here? All it takes is one pass wisdom save. Okay. Megara goes, silence! Do not insult me! She's going to close the distance with the Nilbog, draw her short sword, because she's done with this shit, slash once at him, hit, and of course he's going to reverse his Nilbog fortune using his reaction. Nilbog go and Nilbog come! Nilbog has a lot of fun, he goes. She slashes through him, but it seems useless. And then she uses Action Surge. Just fuck this shit. Attacks with her short sword again. Hits. And does 3 piercing damage. Ah! You hurt the great Nilbog! Akira. Oh, and great Nilbog will do a goddamn Constitution saving throw. And pass. No. No, the DC is 14, because it's a level 4 spell. He fails, and he drops Confusion on Akira. Thank God. How did this fight start? These guys were hostile, they tried to persuade them, but then the goblins asked for Tickrich's body as collateral, and Akir refused, so now they're fighting. And that turned out to be a mistake on Akir's part, but Akir snaps out of his confusion, and seeing the situation, will just immediately cast with his last spell slot. He will cast Magic Missile. The first one, Nilbog will heal against. No, he can't. He already used his reaction. He goes, Die already! Die already! says Akir. And you have killed the Nilbog now, but we will come back and as he coughs up blood and collapses to the ground. Dead. Oh my, says Akir. That was something. You got that right, says Magdara. But they succeeded. Magdara will immediately just start sifting through these goblins' pockets. Let's have her do an investigation check. If it's a 20, she'll find something other than gold. If it's below 10, she finds nothing. You're just gonna sit through their pockets? Yeah, but they're broke, says Magdara, standing up again. Well, shit, says Akir. Sorry I slashed you. Magdara says, sorry, I just stood there and said, praise the great Nilbog 3 times. Yeah, that was... Akir holds his head. That was something. I think we need to find a safe house. What about this place, says Magdara. And Akir knows what this is, so Oracle, is this a safe house here? No. Akir says, no, that's where that must be where the goblins are staying. It's the local barracks. Come on, says Akir. We'll have him roll survival with advantage, because he's been here to see if they can find a safe house to rest in, because I think they recognize they might need a rest now, having used all their perks. We'll say with advantage, Oracle, do they find a safe house? Yes, and it's Akir's old home. Yes, and his 7 wives are still there? Yes. Okay, guys, well, remember how this was, like, kind of serious for like, the first hour and a half, kind of? Yeah, that's over now. Here we go. Akir says, come on, in here! And he ducks into this house, and, in this house, Akir says, ah, shit! As looking up, as they close the door and close it behind them, Magdara says, you know these? You know these Drow? And Akir says, oh, God. Apparently, that was the canon we established. Polygamy is normal in this world. And, he married all 7 of them, and then left them all. As standing there in the house are all 7 of Akir's ex or current wives, because he never divorced them, he just abandoned them to seek out his actual love. Yeah, now this is why Akir is the anti-hero of this story. Well, well, well. If it isn't Akir Mildael, come to see Mrs. Mildael, and Mrs. Mildael, and Mrs. From the chat, could we get the names of all 7 of Akir's wives? We'll call them all Mrs. Mildael for now. Hey, how's it going, guys? Says Akir. No more STD names. Although I will admit, I've now just decided to keep this marked as mature, so fuck it. Why not? Oracle. Let's roll some NPC attitudes on these guys. They are surprisingly neutral. Maybe Oracle, have they been, like, thriving in Akir's absence? No. They just don't... They weren't thriving before either? Yes. But they're happy they're actually found happiness now that he's gone. Yes, and they're polyamorous with each other? Yes. Okay, so... Great, I guess that plot point was just resolved. Well, you should know, Akir. We don't need you anymore. We found love with each other. And Akir goes, oh, that's great. Whew. Yeah, they all married each other. They're just in love with each other now. I mean, by Forgotten Realms canon, in Drow culture, the men are considered quite literally inferior to the women. So, I don't know how Akir pulled this off, but they've basically all upgraded by marrying each other. And have they divorced Akir in his absence and he just didn't know Oracle? No. Okay, so they're still married. Is this the side quest we need to do now? Securing a divorce? Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it, guys. Fuck it. But you're finally back, they say, and that's why we want a divorce. Akira says, oh my god, I'm so happy you said that. I found somebody too, he says, looking at Tickrich's. Okay, wait, C-Jack has dropped on us 7 names. Thank you. So let's rename all of these tokens right now. We got Chum, Ant Flo, Red Wedding? Why? Why the Red Wedding? Shark Week. That's a good one. But time of the month? No. I want a replacement for time of the month. Are these all just euphemisms for periods? Is that what this is? Also, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names. Time of the month is 2 on the nose here. I don't get the joke. But then I'm naming the other 2 normal names. This will be Cynthia, and this one will be Ariovistus, my favorite Gallic warlord. We don't need you anymore, Akir, they say. We found each other, and we want a divorce. Okay, says Akir, but isn't this place abandoned? Yes, they say. We have accepted the Goblin King, the bugbear who calls himself, Gloomer the bugbear. He can officiate divorces. Oh, he looks at Megdarush. Shit. Funny thing about that, we might have killed his lieutenant. What? You came here and immediately killed the guard? That's so you, Akir. That's so you, they say, shaking their heads. Look, it's... They attacked us. They wanted Tickrich's body. Who? Says Ariovistus. Her? This is the one you've fallen in love with, Tickrich? You left us and fell in love with this halfling? I love her, says Tickrich. Says Akir. Oh my god, if Tickrich said that? Oh. What a plot twist. But no. Akir says that. Megdora says, I'm just gonna... Y'all get any whiskey? Yes, in the corner. And Megdora just goes and starts drinking whiskey. Listen, Ariovistus, says Akir. I need to... If you want to get a divorce, I agree, that's a good thing. Yes! Also, we aren't going to let you leave this city until we get a divorce from you, Akir Mildael. That's all we want. Okay, says Akir. The bugbear lives in the next house over. He's got a sweet Ferrari. We're really jealous. You need to go in there and convince him to allow you to divorce. To allow us to divorce. I'll go with you. Okay. It's Akir and just cross the street. Knock, knock! Who is it? Says a voice from inside. Fuck, I already forgot the name I gave to this bugbear. Attempt. It's your neighbor, Ariovistus. Oh. Hey, Ariovistus, what do you want? We're looking for somebody to officiate a divorce. Oh, we'll name this bugbear, Kruby. Kruby the bugbear. That's a bugbear name, right? Kruby the bugbear? Kruby the bugbear. Yeah. So, Kruby says, sure, I guess that could be my first official thing as king of this city, Goblin Town. Okay. So they enter. And the bugbear says, hey, wait a minute. You're the one who... Actually, let's do an NPC attitude rule. I want to see. Let's see how he feels about Akir. Ruby says, hey, you're that Akir guy. You're the guy who left the city, right? You're the reason we were able to take over the city. Once you left, you were the last storm sorcerer. And the weather here went to shit. And now, and everybody left except for your 7 wives. Now I rule this town. It's Kruby Town now, he says. Oh, did you want me to change that? No! They'll all come back. I hate tourists. Okay, it's time for me to... I can officiate a divorce, sure. I don't know what to put for divorce music. Just put wedding music? But in reverse? Oh, let's just put on some wedding music. Fuck it. So, Akir Mildael, you're seeking to divorce Ariovistus Mildael. Ariovistus Mildael, Chum Mildael, Antflow Mildael, Red Wedding Mildael, Sharkweek Mildael, Carrie Mildael, and Cynthia Mildael. Is this correct? Yeah, says Akir. Okay, well, he hands into his box and just takes out some papers and puts them in front of him. And Oracle, are the papers all as expected? No. Okay. Remove simple element. Remove a simple element from divorce papers. What's a simple element that would be in divorce papers that missing would fuck up the whole contract? There's gotta be a twist here somewhere. Akira says, hey, wait a minute. There's no alimony in here. That's right, says Kruby. You never signed a prenup, so... There's no alimony or anything. You're not splitting the wealth. What? But... No, that's right. Ariovistus is getting the house, along with her 6 new wives. Shit, says Akir. Come on, can't I have half the house, he says to Ariovistus. Yeah, exactly. Akir's not getting the house. He's losing it in the divorce. You know, classic divorce stuff. There's no alimony. It's the Underdark. They're gonna have... It's Goblin Town, baby. You think they do alimony in Goblin Town? They don't do alimony in Goblin Town. Can I keep the house, please? Says Akir. Or at least, like, half of the property rates? He's right, says... You know, property rates are going up now that there's Goblin demand. Says, Karubi. No, you're not even living here anymore, says Ariovistus. It's my house. I've been keeping it down while you've been drinking yourself into a tizzy on the surface world for 7 years, or 5 years? 5 years! Akira's gonna make a persuasion check with disadvantage. See if he can keep part of the house. That's a 7. You're not gonna win this one, dude, says Karubi. Just take the L. Fine, I don't need the house anyways. I don't need the Mildael family home. He just angrily, contemptuously signs the papers, slams them on the desk, and Karubi like, takes out a rubber stamp and... I hereby declare you two divorced. You are now Ariovistus, what's Ariovistus' maiden name? Let's see here. If he's Mildael, let's make her Ariovistus, Vercingetorix. What am I thinking? It would have to be Vercingetorix. Shout out to all 0 Roman history nerds watching this playthrough. So they leave, and Akir says, well, I guess it's done. We're divorced now. That's right. But listen, Akir, says Ariovistus. No hard feelings, okay? You know, you could still stay in this house, even if you don't own it anymore. And I wish you luck. I'm sorry about what I said earlier, She is beautiful. I did not make the MUNE system, Jack. That was made by a Reddit user with a funny name. Hold on, let me look it up, because I want to say it, because it's funny. What was his name? Damn it. It was like, oh yes. It was Bionicle Pix. By user Bionicle Pix, or I think it was something like that. Yes, I did not make the system. Anyways, Akir goes, says, well, ladies, thank you all for a wonderful time we did have together. You can take the guest room tonight if you want. Thank you, he says. Megdura's already, like, passed out in the corner. She's been drinking, I think. Akir lies down in the guest bed, goes to sleep, and I think that's a pretty good place to end this session, wouldn't you say? Thank you guys so much for watching this session, for following through. This, we lost another PC. These fights are hard with so little PCs, but, you know, I'm trying to stick with, trying to make it hard, you know, keep that suspense up. And so far, we've been fighting against the system. Akir's still on his quest with his love, Tikrich, to revive her and to assassinate the king. Will they revive Tikrich? Will they assassinate the king, now in exile, of the Underdark City? We'll find out next week on Total Improv Solo Edition. Thank you again, guys, so much for watching, for suggestions, for the polling, for the rewards, etc., etc. A roller coaster indeed. And I'll see you all next week. And, you know, If you can't catch it live, feel free to watch on the replay, because we're putting the replays up on Twitch. And by the way, just want to quickly plug the TikTok channel this now has. If you want to support this Twitch channel, check out our Twitch. Not our Twitch. Our TikTok. Like, comment, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, y'all please have a wonderful week. Or I'll probably see you tomorrow for the one-shots. Anyways, peace.